Alright, so this is today's trade. So we have, by the way, this first trade, the first trade that I could have taken, I didn't take it because I fell asleep. I went to sleep mad late last night. And right at market open, I fell asleep. In the 4 hour, we have ICC, right? And I believe I remember before I fell asleep that I was thinking like, okay, cool. So we have this indication correction above this level right here. So above this level right here, this gray box, this level right here, this gray box, we have buyers here. Price corrected and then continued above this level. It continued to push higher. And then it sold, it was selling, and I was thinking that we were going to buy. But I don't really remember. I fell asleep right after. And I just don't remember. So this could have been the trade that I could have taken, right? So I marked out, when I woke up, I marked out the highs and the lows of the first structure. So as you can see, this is market open. Oh, by the way, hold up. We came to the 1 hour. This I did do once I woke up. So on the 1 hour, right, we mark out the highs and the low of that 8 a.m. candle for you guys. 7 a.m. for me because I'm 1 hour behind. I'm in Colombia. So we mark out the highs and the lows of that 8 a.m. candle, right? So that's the little green line right there. You guys can see it. Yeah, that's that green line right here and right here. So this is the 8 a.m. candle for you guys. So we come down. So as you can see, this is the 8 a.m. candle, highs and lows. Price open, it was down here, so it came up, filled this gap a little more, I guess, and we mark out this black line right here. This is the high of this. This is the high. As soon as market opened, this is the first structure high, and then it came down and created this low. I marked out this low instead of this low. You can mark out both, like you can mark it out like this, these two lows. And the reason why is because we have buyers, sellers, and then buyers came in again, creating this lower high, and then sellers came in again. So we have these two lows right here. So this low and this low. This low because buyers came in right here. Sellers stopped here, buyers came in right here, and then it came down, sellers stopped here, and then buyers came in right here. So you're gonna mark out those both to see where price is going. And then no, that didn't have that. And then so I had it like this. So what we want to see is what is price doing inside this box right here, between this high and this low. What is price doing inside this box? So this could have been the first trade that I took this morning. It's so clean how these trades play out. It's not even funny, bro. So as you can see, we have this like right at market open, we took out these highs, right? So let me just draw this as a box as well. We took out these highs, so these highs, and these lows right here, right? These lows. So we took out these lows right here, right at market open. If you can see this wick right here, yeah. So we took out these lows. And what we were doing is that we were filling this gap, huge gap that price created yesterday. Today is Monday, so price created this huge gap at market open yesterday, Sunday. And I guess in market open today, we wanted to fill this huge gap. I just don't have it marked out right here because it's just like a lot to see. I don't like it being mad messy. I know it looks mad messy, but I'm gonna guide you through it and you guys are gonna follow with me. So yeah, so market open right here, came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, and we want to see what's going on in this box again. So we have this fair value gap here, this 1 minute fair value gap. This 1 minute fair value gap gets inverted to the downside, and then it gets, it actually gets, so it actually gets respected. And then this is the trade that I would have taken. I would have gotten in right here, put my stop loss like below this low right here, and then target to the other side of this right here, or just target to the upside, because I know we already have this V shape reversal here. So we have this V shape reversal, and price is turning around, making a high, a higher low, higher high. This high is higher than this high. So we already have a break of structure here. We have a higher low here, and then we already know that it's going to keep moving up because that's what it's going to do. So if you wanted to go based off just like break of structure, this is a break of structure right here. We have a break of structure right here. If you want to mark it out the wicks, still a break of structure, whatever. Or if you wanted to go all the way over here across, this is a break of structure right here, higher low, and then you could have bought right here and bought all this. But yeah, this is the trade that I could have taken, right? But I didn't take that trade. So as you, again, you know, we have this V-shaped recovery. We're creating higher highs and higher lows. This high is higher than this high, and this low is higher than this low. We're creating higher highs and higher lows. So we're uptrending. We're moving up. So this is the trade that I could have taken, inverse of this fair value gap. But this is not the trade that I took. So we're not gonna mark that. That's the trade that I could have taken. Should we just leave it there, just as an example? It looks nice too, so let's just leave it. But what did I take? So I got up like around here. Let's go to the 5 minute. Looks a little cleaner. So I got up like here. I was seeing this candle. When I got up, I saw like this. I saw this candle. Okay, so we have this respected here. This fair value gap got tapped and filled, right? We closed inside of this gap, and then we were selling. Honestly, I was going to sell right here, but I saw this gap right here. I saw this gap right here, and I was like, what if price just fills this gap and then reverses? So I was like, nah, I'm gonna just let price play out. And then as soon as I seen it play out, I was like, where is it going? And I was like, oh, there's this 15-minute fair value gap right here. So this 15-minute fair value gap right here, as you can see, there's a 15-minute fair value gap right here. So the 15 wanted to tap it and then buy. And that's what I saw. And I saw this right under this 15-minute, there's a 5-minute fair value gap right here. So I was like, price didn't. So I came to the 1 minute, right? And I saw that. Let me check this. Hopefully you guys can see this well, man. I'm not really checking the camera right now. Hopefully it's not like blurring up on y'all. So I saw this tap right here, and I got in right at right here, right? Let's remove this because this is confusing. I was targeting this 5 minute. I was targeting this 5-minute fair value gap up here. So this 15-minute fair value gap gets tapped with this wick, right? And I bought. As soon as I got tapped and we closed on the 1 minute on bullish, I bought. And this is the thing about trusting your trades, man. Like, look. So we tapped this 15-minute, right? But then we started getting mad freaking, like buyers and sellers and whatever, like, like it started looking mad choppy, and I got out of it. I got out of it break even. Because I was like, okay, so if price is not just buying without resistance, it's because it wants to come back down and fill this 5-minute fair value gap. So I'm like, I'm not going to wait for it to come down and then stop me out and whatever. So I just got out of that. But what did it do? It played me. In the 5 minute, there's this 5-minute fair value gap, right? Right here, right? So I was like, yo, price is gonna come up. I bought, right? Price is gonna come up, and then as soon as it inverted this, it respected this fair value gap, it didn't move up higher, I sold. And little did I know that price was going to buy again. So I sold, and then I lost this trade, lost like $400 here. So I saw this fair value gap right here, saw this close on top of it, because we're not selling, so we're buying. And I got in, and that's the trade that you guys saw in the beginning. Or I can play it again or whatever. So yeah, that's the trade that I took. And again, we targeted this 5-minute fair value gap up here. That was my initial trade, like the first trade that I took as soon as I woke up again, got that glory to God. That's the trade that I took that it played out over here again. So same trade, same direction. I honestly thought this 5 minute right here messed me up. This 5 minute, you know, messed me up. I really thought that it was going to sell, but it didn't. You know, anybody could have gotten in that trade thinking that it was going to sell. So I caught that really quick, bro. I caught that so quick. Like I lost that first trade, and then I got into that second sell because I thought that it was going to sell again. As soon as I saw that this was coming up, yeah, I think I got in right here. As soon as I saw, this. As soon as I saw this was selling again, I got in the sell, and then it came up. It was respecting this gap. I was like, no, switch. So I got out of that sell and I got into the buy. So like that was in 1 second, and we got out, as you guys saw in the video, or I'll put that clip now. We got out like break even. I got like $7 out of, so break even day. So that's dope too, because yeah. So yeah, the reading of the price, crazy. I'm glad that I got in that win, because I feel like that makes you guys trust me more. Like, oh yeah, like for sure, if Yashua got in right here and he read that, he got in a sell, he saw that it wasn't a sell, and he switched and he got into the buy to do the first initial trade, literally the initial trade that I was going to do. I just didn't want it to sell, tap in this 5 minute fair value gap and stop me out, you know, because sometimes price wicks, or maybe it just, no, that's not what I was thinking it was going to do. I was thinking it was just going to sell, like continue to sell and forget about these fair value gaps and just like come and fill them later. I really thought that if it came down here, it could have, there's a potential that it could have filled this, but there's also a potential where it could have just continued and it would have stopped me out. So I was like, let me get out of this. Let me wait to see what price is really going to do. So I thought that it was going to sell after this fair value gap got tapped and inverted or filled, whatever. Got respected, came down. I thought it was going to sell, but it didn't. So I just switched my bias 2 times, I guess. Or 3 times, yeah. This right here, selling, and then back into buying. So yeah, this is kind of like a continuation of this trade. So yeah, you guys can trust that like I would have definitely taken this trade in the morning. I would have definitely probably took this trade in the morning, and this would have been my first trade. And yeah, but yeah, $400 right here, pretty cool. Could have held, to be honest. Could have held a lot more, because we're always waiting for that little SMT to form, you know, that little SMT to form. So I could have held, saw it stop, and then come up to take out that, you know what I'm saying, that little SMT or whatever, or this SMT, whatever. Anyways, but yeah, that was for today. If you guys have any questions, hit my DM for any questions or whatever. Or if you guys want to learn one-on-one, hit me up on the DM on my Instagram. So that was today. Cool trade, yo. Cool trading day. Even though it was break even, dope trade. So if we just put it out like this, we just clean all this, you guys can see it a lot cleaner. This was my trade today. Fair value gap. This was my trade today. 5 minute, we started pushing up. Fair value gap, respected this fair value gap, boom, buy to this 5 minute fair value gap. So yeah, that was today. Peace. See you guys tomorrow, God willing.